Hello everyone. In this video we're covering, hey men of Reddit, what are some romantic gestures that girls do that completely melt your heart? Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. One time I told a girl I liked red plum jelly. Next time I stayed over she had red plum jelly in the fridge. Honestly, guys like anything that shows that you care. We are very emotionally isolated most of the time. I'm legally blind in my right eye and one girl I was dating always made a point to get seats on the right side of theaters so that I'd be able to see everything without turning my head. Really simple, but it blew me away when I caught on to her. This might sound pretty minor, but whenever I speak to a girl sitting adjacent to me, if she turns her body around to directly face me, I always have to take a moment to pause and catch my wording. I'm probably looking too into it, but I can't help but feel that means they genuinely care about what I have to say. I feel warm and loved when my wife comes up behind me and kisses me on the back. I can't explain. It's not sexual, it's just awesome. Being complimented, just out of nowhere. Hearing something that they appreciate about me lets me know that 1, they are thinking about me, and 2, that they are putting value on my actions and felt inclined to let me know about it. It just makes my day to hear smiley face. I've found myself in a streak of being the only person putting effort into dating situations I'm involved in. So, for me, it's simple things: effort, initiative, communication, because getting ghosted just sucks. My wife will put toothpaste on my toothbrush when we're getting ready for bed. It's the smallest thing, but it is super sweet. My wife packs my lunch every day. When I open it up I get warm and fuzzies, because I know she made it for me. I can also tell how she's feeling by what's packed. No yogurt usually means that she's stressed. So if I don't have yogurt I try to pick up more of the shared tasks like laundry or mowing. It could mean that we're just out of yogurt too, but I try to not go grocery shopping. I'll go in for yogurt and come out with a 2-pound bag of Skittles instead. When she initiates any sort of romantic contact, maybe a kiss or just gripping me tighter when cuddling and letting out a content sigh. So I'm traveling abroad for work right now. Won't get to see my girl for like 6 months. She sent me a stack of like 20 letters, each in a different colored envelope. Each one is labeled open when you're happy or open when you're sad, open when you can't sleep, etc. And everyone contains like 2-3 pictures of us doing something together, and a letter to suit the situation. It really brings a smile to my face, and makes the distance easier. I love my chick. Effort. Your so may not know exactly what you want or need, but as long as they try, that feels nice. If I'm driving and we're just cruising on the highway and I've got my left hand on the wheel, I just love it when she holds my right. On Valentine's Day, or maybe it was our anniversary, she gave me a deck of cards labeled 52 things I love about you, and each card had some unique little quirk of mine. Half of them were things I didn't even realize I did. Absolutely melted my heart. We're not dating anymore, but I still hang on to that deck of cards, even though now it just makes me profoundly sad. Honestly, everything. I punched above my weight when I met and married her. The woman is a freaking powerhouse. She takes care of our animals like only a mother could. She works her damn ass off, and when I come home from work, she's either cooked dinner. She's normally the cleaner-upper after I cook. But as of lately she's discovered cooking and gets so excited trying new things. I've been working 12-hour days, then hitting the gym 4 hours afterwards. She's super supportive of my goals in the gym, and is researching meal plans and usually has my protein ready right when I walk in the door. Frig. She's my best friend first and foremost, and just the way she looks at me so damn lovingly with a twinkle in her eye when I'm telling her about something I'm passionate about gives me butterflies. We've been together for 6 years, married for 1.5, and I can't wait to scoop her into my arms and hold her and hear about her day and tell her about mine. Nothing I can do or say can ever really make her understand how much she saved my life and made me the better man I am today. I'm going to go wake her up now and tell her for the 100th time today how much I appreciate and respect and love her. Thanks Reddit. Pretend to care about my day. I know it might sound condescending, but I don't mean it that way. After a 12-hour shift and our commute each way, I just need to talk to somebody for a minute or two about my job that I know you don't care about. Simply the attention and a hug can turn any stress around. That alone can mean so much. Anything to let me know you were thinking about me. The smallest gesture or text or whatever, and touching me affectionately, Like my arms or shoulders or my hair, I'll absolutely melt. Back, scratches. Notes. One time I came home to a note on the microwave saying dead dove do not eat JK, it's pizza. I'm like, this girl freaking gets me. If I'm walking with a girl and she does the wrap her arms around my arm walk thing, it makes me feel so strong and amazing. Like I'm there simply to protect her and she feels completely safe with me. I love it. Whisper in my ear. Instant melt. Bonus melt for the content of said whispers. When she buries her face in your chest and asks if you can keep her warm as she kisses your neck. I used to have a girlfriend who was generally very affectionate. When we were just hanging out, either with friends, in a public place, or just sitting on the couch, she'd rub my back, run her fingers through my hair, lean on me, lean on my back, snuggle me, hold my hand, or rest her hand on me. It was very subtle, and not very PDA to the onlooker, but you bet that I noticed every time. She was also not clingy, if that makes sense. Near me, she'd be lovey, but never had to be right next to me 24/7, and was fine with me going out with my boys or being incredibly social when we would go out. She never would trip on a girl giving me hugs or kisses on the cheek, because everyone knew that we were an item and we were pretty laid back. I miss her and wished she didn't have to go back to Germany all those years ago. I would still be with her and care for her like a treasure. My wife brings me flowers sometimes. I think it's adorable. When she holds onto my shirt when she snuggles up to me, my girlfriend always looks up with the most adorable smile. It's one of my favorite things to see. Alternatively, when she puts her arm around my shoulders and I lay my head on her chest, she always plays with my hair. In case you can't tell, I'm a guy who loves cuddling. Taking my hand, at an unexpected moment, accompanied by a simple, genuine smile that expresses more than words could possibly say. On days I work before my girlfriend, she will get up earlier than usual to make me breakfast and a lunch for the day. It makes a huge difference, because I am not at all a morning person. I know that may not be romantic, but it definitely gives me warm fuzzies. One of many things I love about my girl, when she recycles an old joke, pun, or comment I made months ago in an even better way than I did. I love it cause it makes me laugh and it shows me how much she cares and listens when I talk. When I was driving us home late, X would sleep snuggled up with her head on my shoulder, hand on my bicep, holding my arm to her chest like a little girl with her teddy bear. She had terrible anxiety and trust issues and really put up a tough front, so those moments of trust and vulnerability were like a drug to me. Lets me pretend I'm a tough guy even though I'm really not. When this little woman, a foot less than myself, says you make me feel 10 foot tall while we stroll down the street, I miss my late wife. I've gotten far more of these friendly and genuine actions and gestures from friends and co-workers than any of my girlfriends. My girlfriend gently wakes me up with a kiss and a huge hug every morning before she heads to the gym or daily errands. It doesn't seem like much, but it honestly gives me what I need to drag my anxiety-prone ass out of bed every day. She always says I love you before she walks out of the room. Single dudes, get the frick out of this thread while you still can, sad face. Close and emotionally charged hugs, when she buries herself in my chest or neck, makes me feel all strong and protective and absolutely melts me. When we're sitting or standing near each other and she randomly hugs me around my waist or leans her head on my shoulder. When my wife and I first moved in together, she got me a raised shower head. I'm a tall guy, so I generally have to hunch over when I shower. Seriously melted my heart. Cookies baked especially for me. Nom nom. We recently became parents, and I know it's not really a romantic gesture, but seeing my wife become a mom has made me fall in love with her all over again. You know what, guys generally don't get a lot of outside of romantic relationship, physical contact and compliments. As a result, those things make us feel special. I'm in high school, so this may not be much, but it meant a lot to me. For Valentine's Day, my girlfriend decorated my locker with these chains of hearts hanging down from the top, and placed sticky notes around my locker with pickup lines and personal notes. She even put a decent amount of candy in there, too. I felt very outclassed, since I only got her a card and some candy. Handmade birthday cards. My ex used to do those all the time and I absolutely loved them. When I came home from work and I was extremely tired, I passed out on the couch, Woke up hours later to a blanket over me, and a quiet and dark house. That was 2009. Eventually all the hard work I was doing with both jobs was too hard on her. My wife's best move is to gently scratch my head with her nails. Slow, big circles, while breathing in my ear. How was your day? Hotness? Married a long time. This is a great thing. By the way, I call her Hotness as well. When you're at the club and she pulls an avocado out her pocket and asks if you would like some. She bought me chocolates for Valentine's Day. Now that might not sound like much, but I was vehement that she really didn't need to get me anything. I've got everything I need, her, in particular, but I digress. Anyway, we had made plans for the day, but I had to work a split shift on short notice. Anyway, I ended up driving 30 minutes to meet her for a quick bite at a burrito chain, only to drive 30 minutes back the way I came. And she slides this box of custom chocolates, like really fancy ones, at me, while I'm chatting with her between hurried bites. It was super nice. I was tired, grouchy and dirty, and spending 10 minutes with her paired with a thoughtful gift was a really nice thing. At first I thought they were something someone at work gave her. She gets small gifts from the families she works with sometimes, but then I remember thinking these are for you. Stupid. It just really showed she cared. Complimenting me. Guys very rarely get compliments, so if you compliment a guy it can make their whole week. When they looked at me like they are 100% interested in me, or when they treat me with respect and kindness, even if you don't like me or see me as a boyfriend, I would really love it if you treat me as a human being and not an eyesore, because I am not your type. Also when they buy me something out of the kindness in their hearts. Not saying I want a girl buying me stuff, but you would really score trust points with me if you did. At least a few things. I live in an area where the weather has commitment issues during the cold seasons. It'll be melt your balls off hot in the morning, then frigid and gusty in the afternoon, then nice and agreeably sunny until the sunset, then it goes back to hot, then sometimes rain, then cold again until morning. Sometimes my girlfriend isn't quite prepared for the cold, and if I'm not acutely aware of the temperature drop, I'm working on getting into shape, but I've still got some insulation clinging to me. I sometimes won't notice her huddling up until she lets out a small chilly, in the most adorable voice, and I'm immediately compelled to drape my arm around her and hold her close until we get somewhere warmer. Other times if we're out and about I might get a pace ahead of her when walking into or out of a building. She'll then proceed to very lightly grab and pull on the back of my shirt jacket to let me know she wants me to slow down for her. And it's one of the cutest things I've experienced in a relationship. Also, her overwhelmingly positive reaction anytime she likes something I cook for her just warms my heart to no end. Still can't get the Jeff Annie dynamic thing down though. When she loops her arm through mine and I jokingly say "milady," expecting her to respond with an amused "my lord." I know that last part comes off as cringy to most people, but as a fan of Community I always thought it was goofy and cute when they did that. When I would walk into my ex's apartment and she already had a record spinning and was cooking me a meal I wasn't expecting. We can't stand each other now, but God, that thought still melts me, so I would say surprises over common interests would be great. This isn't a commonly occurring thing, but it definitely melted my heart. She was standing on a broken wall, and she was enjoying the view. She looked absolutely mesmerizing and I wanted to take a picture of her. All of a sudden she started singing, "I'm on top of the world, hey." She did it out of pure joy and happiness, and in that moment, I fell in love with her all over again. Please subscribe if you like the video. It really helps the channel to grow. Adios.